Welcome to the Money Savvy Parents podcast, the podcast for entrepreneurial parents to work towards becoming financially invincible to then pass that vital life skill down through the generations. I am your host, Laura, mother to 3 beautiful children and founder, financial strategist for Savvy Peacocks. Each week, we'll be delving into a new money topic to get you and your family more money savvy. Let's remove the taboo from money together. Hello, welcome back to my podcast. This is part 2 of some solo episodes that I have decided to talk about income streams and bringing money into your business. Money is still a very taboo subject and a lot of people don't like talking about income. But as I said last week, it's always the number one question that our next generation ask me about. And I shared last week the difference that I found working in corporate and running my own business and some of the things to focus on. And this week is all about pricing. And also I'd like to talk about how you connect your business and your personal finances, because this is the one thing I think that people go wrong on. So let's kick it off. So first things first is, regardless of what you earn in your business, you should be drawing the same amount from your business to your personal every single month, regardless. So if you have a normal month and you earn £3,000 in your business, or if you have an extraordinary month and you earn £20,000 in your business, it is irrelevant. You should still be taking out the exact amount you need in your personal life to live the life that you lead. And when I say that, I mean, your bills, your food, your lifestyle. So I know that my figure, for example, is about £2,000 a month. So I know that £2,000 a month will pay all my bills, pay my food, pay my lifestyle, pay my childcare costs, give me a bit of fun money. It's enough for what I want. It doesn't include sort of bigger extravagant things, but it sort of keeps us ticking over and allows me to put some money aside for a few holidays, that kind of stuff. So that's my golden figure. So that's the amount I take out of my business, regardless of what kind of month I have. And that's number one. You need to know how much you need in your personal life out of your business. Now, of course, I do that in a tax efficient way. So please consult an accountant or something to make sure that you do it in the most tax efficient way. But that's the figure that I know will come out of my business each month regardless. And it means that if I do have a quieter month, so for example in August, if it's a bit quieter, I like to take more time off in August, so tends to be August, September time, seem to be a bit of a slower month. So then I know I've got enough of a buffer in my business to be able to pay for my personal account, my personal life every single month. I'm not worrying about how much is coming into my personal life. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is to work out how much you actually need to earn in your business, because this is where your pricing starts, is how much do I need to earn in my business to give me what I want. So the first thing, you're going to work out 3 different numbers. You are going to work out your earnings number. You're going to work out the amount of hours you want to work, and you're going to work out the amount of time off that you want. And the reason these 3 figures are important is there is absolutely no point in you running a business, earning a load of money, if you're also having to work a load of hours and you're not taking any time off. It's not real. It's not reality. There is no point you saying I want to earn £50,000 and calculating that over 52 weeks, because it might be you want to take some time off, or it might be that your industry is particularly quiet at certain times of the year. So I'm going to talk you through this with a real example so that you can see what I'm talking about. Now, in order to work out how much you want to earn in your business, the figure you need to start off with is, what do you need to earn to service your personal and your business expenses annually? Okay, so for me, I've already told you I need to be able to take £2,000 out for my personal. My business expenses are probably around £300-400, so I know that that's the amount I need to earn in my business. Let's say it's 2,500, and you times that by 12, that's annually. And then I would add on 20% just to give you a ballpark figure for things like tax and national insurance, to give you a bit of a buffer. Obviously, that isn't an exact science because you need to think about doing these things in a tax efficient way, but just to give you a ballpark figure. So what's that annual figure? So for me, that would be 2,500 plus the 20%, which is 3 grand, and then times 12 to be able to get to that figure. Then the second figure is, what would you like to earn to achieve your goals and aspirations? So you've got that figure that you've just calculated there, the need to earn, and then what do you want to earn on top of that? So do you want an extravagant holiday? Do you want to be able to do something in your business, maybe every year, or a particular something in the next few years? What aspirations of goals have you got, and what do those things cost? I've got a list of those things on my whiteboard that I look at every day as motivation and inspiration. So what is the figure that you need to earn on top of that need to figure in order to hit some of your goals and aspirations? And then the last figure is, what's your dream annual turnover rate? What's that one that feels really scary, but it's also, exciting? Let's do an example here. So let's say you need £2,000 for your business and your personal expenses. You can add on 20%, so that's 28,800. And let's say you've got some goals and aspirations, so you could boost that up to 50,000. And really, for you, like something that feels really scary but also exciting is that magic 100,000. So in that case, what you would do to get your earning figure is you would add all of those up and you would divide them by 3. So in this case, it would give you 59,600 is your annual aim. And that is enough then to service your expenses that you need to have covered. It is enough to kind of push you to get to maybe some of your goals and aspirations. So it's just like if I aimed for 100,000, for example, that one that feels scary and exciting, it would be very demotivating to actually not get there. And it might feel unachievable. It might be a lot of pressure. So this way, it sort of breaks you in gently. So that's the first figure, is what is your earning goal by averaging out those 3 figures. Hope you're all with me so far. Right. Then from an hours point of view, you want to think about what hours do you have available in an ideal week from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close your eyes, and then how many of those hours are taken up by personal time. So if you're up in the morning, maybe you want to do a bit of work before you get the kids ready, and then you're going to take the kids, and then you're going to come back, do some work, then you've got to pick them up at a certain time. So map it all out. What have you got available out of the moment that you open your eyes to the moment you close your eyes? What of that is personal time and what of that is work time? And then from there, how many of those working hours are hours that you would like to work on the business, and how many of those you'd like to work in the business? So what I mean by that is, on the business tasks are things such as development of products or services, market research, marketing and social media, maybe some cold outreach, maybe some business development, maybe some training. And then in the business is where you're actually earning money. So the time you are with your one-to-one clients, the time that you are in your membership, the time in which you're actually physically earning money and being paid for the time that you're spending. So typically I would say this should be 50-50, but it's different in every case, okay? So in this case, this person that wants to get to 59,600, they've worked out that they would spend 20 hours of work in the business, 20 hours a week on the business. So they're the 2 figures. And then from there, they can work out, okay, well, how many clients can I help in 1 week with 20 hours? How many can I fit into my diary based on that? So it might be that this person could fit in 10 clients and do 2 hours, that each take up 2 hours a week, or she could do a variety of different activities that take up those 20 hours. And the same being said for the things that she's working on the business. Is it taking longer than the 20 hours, or does she need to perhaps outsource? Is there someone else that could do that for her? And then the last figure is the amount of time you want to take off, or the amount of time that's a bit slower in your business. So how many weeks per year would you like to take off for holidays? Breaking this down by quarter is really useful actually. So what holidays do you want to take out where you're not working either on or in your business? And how many weeks per year are perhaps known as quite quiet in your industry? Maybe around Christmas is typically quite quiet. Summer can be quiet sometimes. And then how many weeks are left? So in this case, this business owner, she wants to take 4 weeks off every year, and 4 weeks of the year are pretty quiet, so that leaves her with 44 weeks. So what that means is she can quite easily work out her pricing from this, and I'm going to tell you how. So first of all, she's worked out that she can work 44 weeks in the year, and that's easily calculated at 20 hours per week, because she's worked out that she's got 20 hours in her business, not on her business, 20 hours in her business to be earning money over those 44 weeks. So 44 weeks times 20 hours gives her 880 hours, okay? This means that actually when they divide it up by the amount of money she wants to earn, any paid work needs to be at least £68 an hour. So 59,600 divided by 880 hours she's got to work in the business means that her pricing and her packaging need to be delivering at least £68 an hour. So she knows that if she sets up a 1 month program and she's going to spend an hour a week with some clients over 1 month, then that needs to be 68 times 4. So she needs to price that at least at £272. Otherwise, the figures aren't going to work out. So it's keeping that in mind when you're working out your figures. How much do you need to earn? How many hours are available? What time off would you like to take out of your business? Or what time off do you need to consider? What I will do in the show notes is I've got a crib sheet here. I can share the link with you so that you've got the crib sheet and you can have all of that broken down so you can work out your figures for your products and services. And you can do it the same with products as well, because it's how much time does it take to bring that product to life. It's a slightly different calculation, but still very similar. These figures are all still worthwhile working out regardless. And then from there, once you've looked at your pricing and you've worked it out based on what you want to earn and your hours and your time off and all that kind of stuff, then you need to also balance that out with what your client's willing to pay. Are they getting enough for their money? Does it sound appealing? Is it going to deliver what they expect it to deliver? And when you're looking at the different things that you might offer, I was doing this with a client this week actually, you know, if you want to work with someone one-to-one, it needs to be more expensive than in a group program. So it needs to be more expensive, but it also needs to be tempting either way. So if they work with you one-to-one, it's going to cost this much, but actually they can get it slightly cheaper if they come into a group program, so that might tempt them, and vice versa. They might be interested in the group program to begin with, but actually a one-to-one working is just slightly more expensive, and so actually I might go for that. So you need to put yourself in your client's shoes. Once you've worked out your own figures, start off with your own requirements first, then work out what would tempt or not tempt your clients, and then work out, are they getting enough for their money? Is the transformation enough? Which makes it you work out whether it's a viable business or not. So hopefully that helps you. Go away, ponder those figures, map them all out for yourself, bit pen and paper, and have a look through that crib sheet that I've created, just so you can try and get to grips with your own figures. Because one of the things I share with my programs on my financial education is that business owners, one of the most common mistakes I see is I talk to business owners, they come and talk to me, they want to work with me one-to-one. First thing I do is look at the figures, and they can't tell me any of the figures, yet they've been running their business for 5 years. Can't tell me how much they need in their personal life, can't tell me how the expenses are in their business, they can't tell me how the money is structured, they can't tell me what goes here, there and everywhere. That is the number one mistake that business owners make, in my opinion, is not getting to grips with their numbers enough, not making enough calculations, not looking and repeating back over these figures as time changes and things change. and not being very particular about their pricing. It should be a strategic conclusion. The price you should be able to tell me how you came to that figure. It shouldn't just be, well, Missy down the road is doing it for that price, so I just did it a bit cheaper, or I thought this sounded okay, so I just went with that. No, it should be an exact science of a figure, in my opinion. Anyway, hope you found that interesting. Please come back and listen to the podcast again. Reach out and let me know if you've got any other ideas of podcast subjects you'd like me to cover off. And I hope you have an amazing week, whatever else you're up to. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the Money Savvy Parents podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please subscribe to be alerted to the new episodes. If you want to learn more about your relationship with money, then start off by taking my Money Languages quiz on my website, www.savvypeacocks.co.uk. Let's remove the taboo from money together.